Directive 8020 launches October 2nd on PS5. Directive 8020, a Dark Pictures game. The next game in the Dark Pictures Anthology will launch for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC via Steam on October 2nd, publisher and developer Supermassive Games announced. Supermassive Games reveal new trailer and gameplay details for its upcoming sci-fi horror adventure. The team at Supermassive Games has worked tirelessly to craft a narrative experience that melds sci-fi exploration with spine-chilling horror, where every choice could lead to a disastrous death, Supermassive Games creative director Will Doyle said in a press release. Today we're unveiling some new layers to our story, exploring fragile alliances, unseen threats, and the limits of human resilience when faced with our deepest fears. We're venturing into uncharted territory, the unsettling abyss of space. A deadly mission. Earth is dying, and humankind is seeking a new home in the stars. The Cassiopeia is the initial survey ship sent to scout our chosen planet. Think of it as a test run. The Cassiopeia is fully outfitted as a colony craft, but is flying with a vastly reduced crew. Their mission is to test every procedure on board without ever touching down on the planet they've been sent to orbit. However, people familiar with our games will know that our characters never have it easy, and in Directive 8020 it will all start to go wrong very quickly and with very deadly consequences. Alien invasion. The colony ship Cassiopeia is infected with an alien organism capable of transforming into any member of the crew. While you may be human, others in your crew may not be, and killers can hide behind familiar eyes. New stealth mechanics have been added to help players evade these deadly foes. You must keep your wits about you as enemies can emerge from unexpected places, and you'll need to sneak and hide to get past these deadly alien stalkers. The crew awakens from their 4-year hypersleep to a hull breach, a murder, and some extremely suspicious crew activity, all of which culminates in the ship crash landing on the planet. Across the game, you'll explore the claustrophobic, stranded wreck of the Cassiopeia. It is a dark, terrifying location that is slowly being consumed by something entirely alien. You'll navigate broken rooms, desolate corridors and vents, and even negotiate the inhospitable terrain of the planet itself, never knowing what lurks round the next corner. Brave recruits. Introducing the Cassiopeia's crew. You'll control 5 crew members over the course of this expedition, but as paranoia and fear builds, so does distrust. With their lives in your hands, your decisions will determine not only the crew's fate, but all of humanity's, too. New mechanics. Directive 8020 introduces several new tools. Throughout the game, you can use these to locate secrets, solve puzzles, and overcome enemies. The mission is all about survival, so every tool has its purpose in helping you think on your feet and stay alive. Brave recruits. In this trailer, we also reveal some of the Cassiopeia's crew. In the coming months, we'll tell you more about them and why they decided to join the mission. However, as paranoia and fear builds, so does distrust among the crew. Who will you trust? You'll control 5 members of this crew over the course of this expedition. With their lives in your hands, your decisions will determine not only their fates, but all of humanity's too. New mechanics. To improve your chances of your survival, we've introduced several new tools. Throughout the game, you can use these to locate secrets, solve puzzles, and overcome enemies. Most of your tools are linked to a multifunctional utility strap your character wears on their wrist. The strap also controls a shoulder-mounted flashlight, but you'll need to be careful using this, as the aliens can spot the beam. As is to be expected in one of our games, you'll spend a lot of time creeping around in the dark. The flashlight, as is to be expected from our games, you'll spend a lot of time creeping around in the dark. Just be careful when using your flashlight, as aliens can spot the beam. The scanner. You'll have a scanner at your disposal for detecting electronics and remotely activating systems, helping to distract enemies and overcome obstacles. The messenger. Your messenger lets you communicate and strategize with crewmates while staying under the radar. The wedge tool, made for opening doors but as a last resort, can also be used as a weapon to temporarily stun enemies, giving you a chance to slip away and evade death. You'll also have a scanner at your disposal for detecting electronics and remotely activating systems. If you're trying to stay under the radar, Your messenger lets you communicate and strategize with your crewmates from afar. Lastly, we've added a wedge tool. It's really made for opening doors, but as a last resort can also be used as a weapon to temporarily stun the aliens, giving you a chance to slip away and evade death. Directive 8020 is all about survival, so every tool has its purpose in helping you think on your feet. The Dark Pictures. Fans of Supermassive Games' previous releases will be pleased to know that the DNA of the Dark Pictures is still present. In fact, everything you love about the Dark Pictures is still here, from branching plotlines to impossible choices and split-second quick-time events. In addition, gameplay has been redesigned, polished, and amped up to bring more of a threat when exploring the environment.